Okay, this is where we're currently at. It's been a minute. It's been sitting. Oh, guy's been a little busy. So, here's the hole because we're missing the transmission, but we got it. So we'll be getting that in here hopefully here in the next couple days. We'll be pausing the video. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse. I'm gonna push the car in. We'll get everything all ready and set up, and then we're gonna put that fresh transmission that I drove all over the state of Arizona, back and forth to Lake Havasu, and this car will be drivable again. So don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
Human fire, that's what he's got. Metallurgical acetylene torture, fixing junk. Never gives up, never gives in. Errors on the dust. Fuel and fire, wiring with no fires. Junk cars with no scars. Junk cars with no scars. Just a sound, wiring with no fires. Junk cars with no scars.
Jeez, I'm right. Okay. Let's angle you that way. Okay. So Hudson T86 transmission. Light's horrible. Hey. This just turned very complicated. All I wanted was just to. That's all I want to do. A couple guys are saying there may be like the Hearst 3-speed that you can adapt. I haven't seen anybody do one. Well, I saw on the forums. Hold on, I'm turning this radio down. I was in my extensive internet search. I'd heard of guys just saying, screw all this, put a Turbo 350 or 700 R4, just buy the adapter from Wild Rick Restoration. That's just expensive. Like, it's like $1,200 just to get the adapter. You kind of maybe know where your limits are. So what if I just take that money that I would have to do the transmission swap and just take it to a local guy and be like, hey, just can you kind of clean this, and when you take this out, put this shifter on, and they'll probably be like, yep, yeah, we can do that. I think it would be cool. Oh, I'm gonna feel that in the morning, lifting this transmission out. I ain't getting any younger, guys. I'll bet you I can put a freeze plug in here. Put 2 freeze plugs, but I'll just tell the transmission shop, says, don't worry about the holes, just put the and see what they say. So at least the transmission's out. I didn't want to do that, but to go after that big old honking shifter, I don't know if you. I mean, I may or may have not put photos up. I don't think I did. And the shifter weighs about as much as the freaking transmission. But like, guys, this is what I'm going for. And I mean, it's not on, but as I break the freaking shifter forks. But how cool would that be to have that on there? You know, and then just take the old right about here and just bend her down so we get the angle that I'm looking for, or maybe just extend this, but come from here, bend it back, comes up to here, and then come up, and then maybe like a little extender on here, so it's like way back up in the air. So when a guy's driving, he's like literally like eye level with the shifter. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty bitching. Excuse my language. Some of these old cars ain't gonna fix themselves. Just I encourage, if there's a project that's sitting in your head that you've been noodling around, maybe it's grandpa's old truck, maybe it's dad's old truck, or mom's old car, or whatever it is. As long as it's not fuel injected stuff, just old school junk like this, it's just sitting around. Guys, this stuff was made to be worked on. And cars from the 50s, the old Chevys and Fords and Hudsons, a lot of them, they just parked them because the brakes were garbage. Let's just do something cool and custom. Like we got the 22s on there. I'll try to get 18s on the back. And we'll just do a simple paint job with just rattle can and some wipe on clear coat, which is over here in this box. And then just do a really, really nice interior that the wife can like sit down and be like, okay, But I don't know. That's just me. That's just I highly encourage you guys to do this. Find that old project car, drag it out. If you got a spot, so the wife, she can sit in and be like, okay, take me to the store. Let's go. I'm gonna have to push this car out of here. And somehow suspend the drive lane so it doesn't whap as I push this car out of here. And because tomorrow I'm getting a lift in here. We're gonna move up into the new millennia because the guy's is getting too old and he saved up his money, saved up his pennies, and he bought a lift, big 4-post lift, local company. I'll give him a cheap plug tomorrow, but yeah. I'm gonna push the car out so the cats have a place to sleep tonight. And I'm getting kind of tired, but this has to happen. So we'll just put you up on a deal here. We'll probably put a time lapse of me hurting my back, and we're just gonna go from there. So let's get you set up right there. Sorry for the space is kind of tight around here, y'all. So let's just do something like that. Turn the radio down so I don't get any copyright issues. And see, the cool thing about manual steering is I can just grab the wheel and just turn it. I don't need to do the old He-Man or Popeye and to get the car to move or to turn the wheel. So let's just when you guys push a car, how do you push it? I would rather just do this way. Just push with your back, put your butt up against the hood, and just, that's it. And the car doesn't weigh much. Actually, 50s cars, surprisingly light. They probably they're not the best designed, but man, they sure do look cool. And this is how I push, because save your back, guys. And you can tell I've been working here. Uh-oh, something's in the way. What am I on? Oh. Block of wood. But now that I'm moving it, this gangster lane on this car, guys, it's something fierce. Like it's almost cartoonish. Like right here, That gangster lean. So this may not be everybody's flavor, but it's my flavor. It's farmer style. Picture it nice and shiny. Well, matte finish or satin finish. We'll do like cool pinstripe, gloss white. Make sure that the light works. We'll put headlight buckets in here. We'll finish the wiring. But those, and then if I can get a matching wheel like those 18s in the back, or just leave the hubcaps. I don't know. Probably the spokes will probably look better. But man, right now, this gangster lean, the camera doesn't even give it justice, but the car's not too hard to push. Hopefully for too long, it's not going to be, we're not going to be pushing it, we're going to be driving it. And so yeah, when you go to push, just lean up against the car. Once I go, she's going. I gotta be careful because Roman's 55 is out there. And I don't want him killing me. So, Roman, I'm not hitting your truck. So, all right, here we go. Not too bad. Okay. All right. So the cats have some place to nest in tonight. The shop line. So hopefully it won't smell like too much cat urine. I just got to do a little cleanup here. Where the lift's going. This post. So this is probably going to have to go. And then the other post will go here. I don't know if you can even see me, but so yeah. Let me put it on time lapse here. And you're going to watch a guy push a broom. I don't know, because that's just what we do. It's redonkulously hot outside. Well, Arizona humidity, which isn't like the South, so I get you, but I'm starting to feel your pain. So yeah, Raunchy Gopher is back in. It's the next day. Say hi to Wilma the Winnebago. More videos to follow on that. What have I been doing? This guy. Transmission. Hudson T86 converted to a floor shift. 3-speed manual. Hudson T86. Right now it's in neutral because I'm spinning it. No output. Hence it's in the middle. Put it in second. There you go. Actually, that's first. So all the way up in this instance. So that's reverse. See how it spins the other way. First. Then yeah, you get the whole idea of manuals. Plugged. This was where the car used to shift because it was the old 3 on the tree. Trees. And everybody's like, why would you want to do that? Because this piece of garbage is cool, kind of valuable, but to put the money in it to make what it's actually worth isn't worth what it's worth. So yeah, it's $1,000 car. I'm working on getting the title still. But the engine adapter, or even just say, just engine swap it. Okay, $1,000 maybe for a small block Chevy V8 and a turbo 350 automatic, right? Put it into this car. Well, that's $1,000 to $1,500 on Marketplace, and then you don't even know what you're getting. You'd have to go through it to see if you even got something that's even worth a darn. Not that I can't do that, but I'm like, it's the driveline, it's the transmission crossmember, it's all the linkage. The wiring harness is already in, well, sort of in. But I'm like, why don't we just take that money, do a little work into here? I converted it to a floor shift, and then I keep all the linkage. I keep all the same driveline length. I keep not having to buy a transmission adapter. I get a lot of things bang for my buck, and I can, if I get this transmission in, brakes are done. So it's just a matter of putting the darn transmission in it, finish the fuel system, which is probably just put a fuel pump in it because I got a new fuel tank. Fuel lines have been blowed out. They're clean. And the thing has run. We've seen videos. Like, that's just the cheapest way to go. And me, I'm kind of a cheap person. Because, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. LS swap, 6-speed manual or an automatic, and AC and airbags and all that stuff. I wish I could do that. I'm just a one-man show. I'm literally off shop lights and an extension cord off my house. Not that you can't do that. It just takes time and money. Got baseball and kids and family and work, and I just like vlogging stuff. So to me, I think this is what the definition of recycling is. So not to get completely off on a tangent, I have the probably half a dozen transmissions in the world that are set up like this for a Hudson. I've seen forums where a guy did it to a Studebaker, and there may be a Hudson pickup with this type of setup. But I have yet to see a manual shift because this is kind of like unique. The old Hudson Hornet. I haven't seen anybody do it, along with 22s. So let's just get set up here. Tired of me talking. Let's put up some cool music. We'll get time lapse going, And because the AI through Suno app, I like to make music and I like to listen to music. So hopefully you enjoy it. Call it the Car Farmer Musical. I don't know. This is going to be good. So let's get you set up here and let's get this thing in the air. Let's get this transmission in it. Yes, I haven't shaved because I just don't feel like it. Okay. All right.
Fixing junk, never gives up, never gives in. Arizona dust.
Okay, so I had to jump up in the car to put the time lapse up there, making sure I got the right bolts. On a job like this, I don't want to be messing with the transmission and messing with hardware. This is dumb to do it one person, but it's a holiday week. Wow, whoever ran these brake lines wasn't very good. Sorry, it's me. We gotta straighten that out. This car is an absolute pile, but it's my pile. All right, so I got hardware there. We got time lapse going. Drink some off-camera drink. So, whew, that water's cold. All right, a little WD-40. And this is probably bad to do, but I don't care. Okay, L2 lumbar. You know what? I should probably clean up the mess that's on the floor right in front of me. Get the kitty litter out of the way. You know, I try to keep it clean around here, but this doesn't work out that way sometimes. When you lift a transmission, how do you like to lift it? Granted, it's just a 3-speed manual, but it is made in America back in 1953, because this is a 54, so it was made with good parts. Okay, so plan is we're gonna get over here. I'm gonna get it up. Maybe if the drive line's out of the way over here. And I lost one of the caps because my tape job didn't last very good. So we'll have to find a new bearing cap for the universal joint. Or maybe it's in the car, who knows. We're gonna get up here. I'm gonna sit on these, on the brake hardware, because there's manual parking brake here. We're gonna get it up. We're gonna yeet it up into here. Gonna get in the way, shove it in the hole, get started with a bolt. And yeah, so my pain, your enjoyment. So, okay, lift with your back, right? Heat. Okay, it's not as heavy as it looks, but let me crawl underneath that. Now, do I recommend installing a transmission by yourself? No, I do not. Do I need to? Probably not. Okay. That needs to go back like that. Okay. Let me rest for a minute. This is heavy. That was all I could do to get it underneath the lift. You know, sometimes you just gotta do things yourself, because sometimes I get tired of people making commitments that don't follow through with it. And my determination says, or my stubbornness says, you know what? Just do it yourself. Man, that took a lot out of me. Just to get it out of there. Gotta go into the thing and the thing. Spline's gotta go into there. So I'll get it over, put the yoke of the trans here, and then we'll just put it in the hole. How freaking hard is it, farmer? Good Lord. A guy probably should have stretched. Would you watch a guy stretch? Just curious. All right. Okay. Let me move the cooler over here, because it's just blowing. Always work better when I'm getting, when the air is blowing on me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I know what you guys in the South mean about humidity. I think it's 55% dew point, the humidity, which Arizona, big deal, right? Guys from the South are like, bro, that's not even nothing. But I can kind of feel your pain. So, all right. Will you stop whining, farmer, and put the damn transmission in? Okay, sorry. All right, so bring the yoke over to here. Why don't you go in your hole? Okay. Go in your hole. Why don't you go? Is it because I put it in neutral? So now when I turn the output shaft, or when I turn this, well, I'm biting against something because it ain't turning. At least I was smart enough to do that. If I'd have put it in neutral, that'd have been really stupid. Because when I turn this, I can actually feel it grabbing into something. That means it's in gear. Okay, this is where I say don't try this at home. This is where you grab a buddy, maybe some beers, pizza, borrow a transmission jack. But I really want to get this transmission in, and crawling around on the floor lifting a trans just didn't seem like the right idea. It's better to put it on my shoulder, hurt the old L2 lumbar, maybe L4. L3, nah, we don't care about that one. But L2 and L4, sorry. Just get the darn transmission in. I know the guys sitting there watching their lunch, you're just like, this guy's an idiot. Again, idiot with a microphone and a camera and a project car. That's me, car farmer. Okay. Why won't you go? I think it's in neutral. I think it's in neutral. Well, why wouldn't it turn? Is it because there's stress on the output now? Why won't it go in? Anybody at home, put down in the comments of what I'm doing wrong, please. Why don't you go in your hole? What if I get something to kind of hold the transmission up in the back. Let's do that. Okay. So what if I do this? What if I take a bar okay. Now I'm kind of supporting it. Yeah, being 50 and lifting the transmission. Still doesn't seem like it's the right angle. What if I just pay somebody to do this? No, that's not what we're gonna do. You've already got it up in the air. Come on, you can do it. Come on, yell at me through the screen. I need that energy. Come on, farmer, you can do it. I believe in you, farmer. Okay, that helps a little bit. Doesn't look like it's clearing. Oh, because if I look this way, it looks like it needs to come out and then over. I don't think I got it lined up the right way. I'm not gonna say it. It's not in the wrong hole. I know what you were thinking though. Shame on you. Okay. Back it out. Okay. Can you even see what I'm doing? I got a bridge jack. What am I even messing with it for? You know, a guy gets tunnel vision. Stand over here, okay? Just stand right there. Okay. All right. After the time lapse is over, got the thing down, or got the car on the lift, but we're down on the ground. Let's just get you set up here, and we're gonna go for the old magic effect here. Maybe zoom in a scotch. I don't know. Can you see with that light the way that it is? Yeah, probably. Okay. Let me walk around because the shifter's in the car, but open the door. Let's install the shifter. Let's do what we came to do. You know, the car's been parked outside for, I don't know, close to easy 3 months because ongoing projects and life and whatnot. So I apologize. It stinks something fierce in here. I smell cat urine. There is still leftover rodent stuff from when I cleaned the car out initially, but I need to vacuum it out again. But with this whole transmission fiasco, because it was a little harder than the guy was thinking it was going to be. But we're going for the dun dun dun. So hopefully we won't have to use this cover again. It was funny before the time lapse was, because I forgot to hit record on my bottom camera. The time lapse caught it, thank goodness. The guys from Quick Lift is who I got this lift from. super helpful staff. They answered any of my questions. The guy that even delivered is part of like their sales team, so they're kind of like a one-stop shop. Like the person you deal with is the person who delivers it, and the person who you give the money to is the guy that you're dealing with. So pretty cool operation. Quick Lift. They're out of, I think, Gilbert or Mesa, Arizona. You have to look them up. Good dudes. They all have beards, so they can't be too bad guys. No, just kidding. So this shifter, let's see how bad it hits the top here, because this has all just been eyeball. I have no idea what I have to do to get the shifter to clear. It may clear, it may not. It may fit perfect. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. So I'm not gonna yeet that off to the side, but so we got our gasket there, and then as soon as I put this shifter on, you're gonna see exactly why I've been wanting to do this. Money. That's neutral. So yeah, we're gonna have to bend it. We're gonna have to give her the old hot wrench. We may have to maybe even fix it with fire. So, because fire fixes everything. No, I'm just kidding. Why won't you line up, dirty old? You dirty old Raunchy Gopher, you. The dirty Raunchy Gopher, Hudson Hornet in disguise. I'm probably gonna have to seal these threads with a little bit of RTV or room temperature vulcanizing. But you guys can see where I'm going with here. All this effort, all the struggles, and I need something to line up the gasket holes here. Bear with me. Ooh, I'm not as flexible as I used to be. So yeah, you take a screwdriver or a awl or just a tapered shaft when you're dealing with a open flange like that. Just kind of, and see these holes are a blind, so they don't bottom out. So I'm gonna have to seal with that RTV, but I'm not moving the car yet. So, well, I'd like to move the car, but silly me. I don't think all the needle bearings are in there, but I dropped it, and I think it was a yard sale of needle bearings. So that's going to be fun to find a replacement U-joint for a 54 Hudson Hornet. Maybe. I may be able to get one. I don't know. Because I think that's also why this thing was just encased with grease. Because I think someone had been in here before playing around. Because according to the transmission shop, or the guy who worked on my transmission, he says the overdrive never would have worked. He said something wasn't right in there. He said a bunch of magic and expensive words, and I was like, all right, well, it's good to know. But I hadn't driven this car. I've never driven it. So we're all going to learn together characteristics of this car. What it does, what it does not want, what it does not like. Is a guy supposed to get dizzy when he lifts up a transmission? You know, like, do you see like tunnel vision? and then like things just kind of, and then comes back. No? Okay. Or is it just me? That was probably one of the dumber things I've ever done. I try to do things, the right way, and but oh man, I was kind of like, woo. Yeah, you can tell the wrench has been sitting outside. My champion wrench. Let me get these cinched down, and well, it smells like cat urine in here. Yeah. Whew. Man, it's getting hot. It's getting about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Is it gonna thread? Nope, it's not. Okay, understand. Okay, better angle. That helps. Definitely. Getting this transmission in here is really telling me all the things is really what's wrong with the car. We'll get some of these started. But because man, it's taking this transmission out, and all the wiring mess, all the dirtiness, and all the garbage that I've found in this car. And yeah, it looks like I just have to. So if you're doing your Hudson Hornet conversion, I recommend using contact cement to hold the gasket down. Probably on the shifter would be my recommendation. Don't do it blind like how I just did it. And then I drop the screw. I don't know if my long arms can get it from here. Maybe. Okay. Whew. Man, I'm wore out. And if you can't hear my ratchet, because they don't make them like this anymore. Champion, it's a winner. No, this is the try to find them on eBay. Champion Plug Master, the CT 406. It's a great ratchet. My absolute favorite one to go to. I've had Snap-on, Craftsman, Mac. This Champion is the one that I go to. All the other tools, I sold them, traded them off, because I like this Champion one the best. Now, when I break it, am I going to be sad? Yep. But I still need to put gear oil in this sucker, so remind me to put gear oil in it. Side profile. Second, first, second, yeah, that's third gear. That's first gear. So we definitely need to take the old hot wrench. But gosh, guys, look at this side profile. Let me let me get you out of here. I apologize for the shakiness, but man, that side profile, it's gonna be kind of good. So yeah, we're gonna pause you, and we're gonna do a couple things, and we'll come back. Okay, I'm in a pickle because the wife's upset with me. I love you, baby. I need to use the lift to change her oil because I have a lift. Because I don't like crawling underneath your car. I can do it, but it's just a little bit too uncomfortable. So I got to get this thing. So it's been a couple days. I need to take that drive shaft that's kind of over there somewhere and connect it to right there to that output yoke. I got the hardware. It's floating around here somewhere. Yeah. So what I got to do is so let's get the Hudson. Let's put that cap back together. Let me clean it out, put a little grease in it. I don't think I have all the needle bearings, but I'll at least put it together. What if I go get a battery? And what if we get a temporary fuel source from the Wilma the Winnebago? Because it's just sitting right over there. See? And let's hook up a temporary fuel source, put a battery in it. Let's back this car out. I'm tired of pushing. There, I said it. What do you think of the hat? Make Hudson's great again. So yeah, let's us. Yeah, because it's been a minute. So I got this here cap. The best chance I got is to probably clean this out. I got a bunch of brake clean. We'll clean this out. We'll clean up the output on the yoke for the transmission. Hook it up. I got the U-bolts. Let's clean this up. And yeah, let's clean that up. Let's move the car so then I can be a good hubby and change the wifey's oil. Oil changes are expensive, okay? So let me clean this out. Let me pause you here. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. I got this little guy. So may not be able to see it, but there is a couple needle bearings missing. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are laying down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be missing one. So I'm just going to clean this up the best I can. I'm not going to drive the car very far, but let's get this the best chance that it can. So I'll clean this up. I've got some grease right here, and we're just going to put it on. And because all I want to do is just move the car, because I want to get this thing where I can at least put a bucket in the sucker, put some gas down the yap and a battery, and back this sucker out, because it's time, guys. It's time. I need to do it. So let's just get into it. So I need to get all that crud and crap out of there. I like these little metal toothbrushes. Ooh, don't go nowhere. I've got a little clean area that I can set up with a wash rag. Looks like I may be able to. There may not be that many missing. So let's do that. All right, so I got the clean area here. Now this is just fly by night U-joint. There's a bunch of people right now that are like, I cannot believe he's going to put it without all the needle bearings in it. Well, when you want to move your car, you're just going to have to do it, bro. But I'm going to clean it like I normally would. So the thing is to get all the debris off of it. Take a little, I got a little 3000 grit sandpaper, clean out the backside of it. And because I really want to get this thing to move. I'm sure you guys are tired of me just walking around saying, look at me, point and laugh, I'm an idiot with a camera. We got to move it forward, guys, okay? We just got to move it forward. So, man, that's kind of on there. I need something a little bit more aggressive. Anyways. You know what? This is probably going to take a little longer. What if I just time lapse it? Let's just do that. Okay, so I literally have if you can see it, one. I'm missing one out of all that mess. So don't do what I did. Just when you take your U-joints off, tape them up, and don't be like me and put this thing on missing one. There is fresh grease. I am going to clean it up, but this will not last. Make full disclosure. Results may vary. Okay. Let's get set up in the car. Okay. All right, we're in place. Angle the cooler where we kind of blow on us here. So this, so I cleaned up these threads the best I could. I don't have a parts washer yet. So it's sitting over there. I'm just waiting to get powered to the building. I've got washers, and I don't have washers because I didn't put things away. You know, you think, farmer, that you would figure it out, put stuff away. Well, I had to push this thing out very quickly because we knew that the lift was coming. Well, now that we got the lift and it's a couple months later, we finally got the transmission figured out. So I'm just going to put these U-joints on. And so I already put that cap on. And it's just a matter of getting the transmission to line up. Get it in neutral. Or not in neutral. That should be neutral. Well, why won't you turn? Okay, why is that not turning? Oh, WTF over. Why can't I just need to do the thing and bolt this thing up and back it up. Why is it not spinning? The only way I could spin it now is if I bump the starter. Crap. Well, that's no bueno. Insert dramatic music here. Wah, wah, wah. Because right now, with the shifter being not the best location, so that should be neutral, because that's third, up, first. That should be neutral right there. So why aren't you spinning, guy? We need to regroup. Okay, regroup. Okay, we're back. So I had to go find a battery, and so silly me. I don't need my remote trigger because I had to go back a few episodes and remember that I wired this thing up to work from a key. So I get myself a decent little workspace here where I can just kind of sit down, kind of relax a little bit. I'm not rolling underneath the car. That's kind of cool. So if you can see, you may not be able to see. Okay, bump it just a scotch. Yeah, so it's not in neutral. Yeah, it just tried to. So the shifter may not be hooked up right. So I'll probably have to take that back off because it shouldn't do that. This should be neutral. So then I need to be careful bumping this because I don't want to hurt nothing inside the trans. This thing come out. You know, this is kind of precarious. Okay, looks like I got to take the shifter off because I need to be able to move the trans. I can't be bumping it because I'm going to hurt the U-joint. Because the car bumps every time I do it. The car actually moves because it's trying to stay have you ever just kind of like wondered why you put yourself into certain situations? Like, why is it gotta be difficult? Work on cars, they said. It'd be fun, you said. It'll be very gratifying, they said. Cool thing about a Hudson is you can just open the floor up and sit right next to your transmission and mess with your driveline. Just hope we don't bump the key, run the thing off the lift and break my legs and turn myself into a wheelchair guy. Could be worse. Let's make sure none of that's grounded. Okay. Because we need to get this thing on. Oh, you're so close. Yeah, I just need to I need to take off the shifter. Okay. We're just going to have to do it. I'm going to need my champion because it's a winner. Okay. So, what are you guys doing? No, we'll probably just speed up the camera. Well, while you wait, how about you listen to some music? What it didn't do is the back shifter yoke. So you've got the two yokes coming off the shifter, or the shifter fork, excuse me. The back one wasn't even on the reverse. Well, the rear cog, because I can't remember which one it is right now because I'm getting tired. The back deal wasn't, it had slipped back, so it wasn't even in shifting. So now I got them both on the appropriate selector. So now it should, let me put a bolt in it, see if it's going to shift. Now it should. Did you hear that? Because I heard it. Guess what fell off? They're still there. All right. I'd rather be lucky than good. Okay. So now it's a matter of cap screws, or the U-bolts. U-bolt. So always clean up your threads. That's just what a good craftsman does. Make sure the threads are clean. What would really be cool is if this was just that way. But I know I shouldn't move it. Or at least get them on. Let me get the one on. And see, cleaning the hardware, then you can take things off one-handed with the hardware clean, and then you can roll it off and let it drop into the floor, never to be found again. Okay, got one on. This is fun. Precariously holding the U-joint, keep it from falling apart while you work on your 70-plus-year-old car. I didn't say anything about the outside of the hardware. You know, just the inside's clean, so that's all that matters. Okay, so I need smack the head of this joint with something metallic, preferably a hammer or whatever you have in your hands. Okay, U-joint is on. Well, sort of. What size do you think it is? 1/2 inch? Yep. A lot of times, I don't know how many times in the past, the 1/2 inch wrench or the 10 millimeter just went flying. You know, we can be patient as humans. And you know what? If I don't get this thing out tonight, then you know, there's always tomorrow. But which will probably turn into Saturday, because this is, you know, weekday out here giving you guys some high quality YouTube content. If this is the right one, it's probably not. It was laying next to the other ones, so why wouldn't it be? I think that's a coarse thread. You know, it's only been sitting, like I said, for, you know, 4 months. It was right here where I left it. This is probably where the views go down. Idiot can't find his stuff. He's a dumb. I mean, no. With all the wiring that we did a couple episodes prior, check out the playlist, by the way. So I do have a Raunchy Gopher Hudson Hornet in disguise. No, the Raunchy Gopher Hudson Hornet playlist. If you care to go back and kind of see where I started from this thing, there's some really cool pictures with some mediocre editing and halfway decent video content. So yeah, please go back, point and laugh, and let's put this one down there, because I know that one fits. I just can't see it, and I can't lift the lift because I got to get out my generator to lift up my lift. My generator's out of gas. Just stay with me, I swear. Yeah, see, that one screws right on. So that, okay, is this, that is a coarse thread, of course. Yeah. Mental note, keep track of your hardware, y'all. Don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes, guys. You know what? I may have putting it outside, sitting on the bench where I was just at, pointing at things. No, it's not here. Well, poop. Where is it? Well, if I was a fine thread 5/16 bolt, where would I go? This is the real deal. I don't as real as it gets. I have lost the bolts, or nut, excuse me. Make sure my mic's working. Okay. You'll never guess what I found. I didn't find it. So I found a 5/16 nut off the carburetor carburetor stud. Good enough garage. Just kidding. No. I'm probably gonna. These are probably all gonna be replaced, but I gotta have 4 bolts holding them in because I'm gonna move the car with this, not with this cover on. So I gotta make sure this thing doesn't come off and flap me and hit me in the leg and sever a vein and artery, maybe break a bone or two. I don't have to worry about working on the car anymore. Maybe. Nah. That's just dumb. Because it doesn't spin. Okay. So now we need to put a little gas down the yap. You know what? Let's just put a little gas down the yap. Let's just see if she's gonna fire right off. Put a little gas down the old yap here. Too much. Perfect. You think it's gonna start? Okay. So contact bay 2. It's gonna run. Okay, let's get you guys set up here because I got to move some stuff out of the way where I can sit down on something. We're gonna be able to move this sucker, guys. I'm gonna be able to move it. Probably not because reverse is all the way up. Dang it. Let's get you up here. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Okay. I need a screwdriver to open up, take the fuel line off. Doesn't take that long to put a U-joint on a car. Famous last words. I should probably put some more gas. Quanta gasolina. So after I spilt all the gas on the floor, I don't have an accelerator pump or accelerator cable or gosh darn it, pedal, but I can give it some of the old linkage here. Actuate it, and if I shut this, let me put the ramp on. It's well, I don't have reverse because reverse is all the way up. So that's not going to help. But let's just start the sucker with the key and see if I can get the old clutch to move. Pay no attention to that. Do I dare put the old seats back in? Oof. That's bad. I'm starting to smell a lot of gas fumes from all the, I think I spilled about a half a gallon of gas on the ground. Paying no attention to that. I got a fire extinguisher somewhere. So if it all goes up in flames, I'm not going to have to worry about it. Let's just pressurize this sucker up. With my temporary solution. So what if I just do this? Neutral. This is going to be dumb. And guys, I'm going to move this sucker. Oh, I've got no gear oil in here. Dang it. Thanks for reminding me. You know, like I said, I'm just an idiot with a camera. I didn't say I knew what I was doing. No, I should know what I'm doing. I've been getting cars running and driving for 30 plus years. Okay, that was painful. I got fuel system check. Put the brake cable on. I got my temporary fuel system ready. So I don't have much room to sit, but I can at least do this. So I can at least clutch in. So I can put it in gear. It moved. That's cool. So I can. So, man, I'm getting tired. I can use the clutch. It goes into gear. Car moved. It starts with a key, barely. Yep. See why you need to not short shit out. That's cool. Man, we are that much closer. All right, I need to push this piece of garbage out of here so I can get the wife's car in here so I can give it an oil change. It's getting late. So I'm just pile of garbage off the lift. And maybe tomorrow we'll regroup. Okay. Maybe I'll drive it in for that dramatic effect. All right. Okay. You didn't think I was just going to leave the episode just the way this is. The car's outside. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to give you another vantage point with my other camera, and we'll try this. So don't go nowhere. Oh, I should probably get a flashlight because it's kind of dark and scary outside. Okay, don't go nowhere. All right. So we need to start the car. So if I did my due diligence, check this out. Okay, squeeze it up. Neutral. Like a glove. It's a cream puff.
That's what he's got. Metal verticals.
Okay, that didn't go as planned. It's not getting fuel. But the darn thing, at least the drive shaft's hooked up, transmission's in it. All I need now is fuel, accelerator pump, or a throttle pedal. Put a seat in this darn thing. And that's what we're gonna do. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This Raunchy Gopher, it's coming along great. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Please leave a comment, like, follow, and subscribe. Follow along with me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I don't do Snapchat because that stuff just scares the heck out of me. That's sweat. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get it to run and drive in for the dramatic effect for the old YouTube. Other than that, we'll conclude this video. Follow along on the playlist. Check me out. I do some AI music, Car Farmer Country, and I'm coming out with a metal. We'll be releasing that and some Car Farmer blues. That I said it. So again, what are you guys working on today? And on that, Car Farmer out. Peace.
Human fire, that's what he's got. Metallurgical acetylene torture, fixing junk.